has used Node.js or any of the mean stack tools? Anyone? A few? Anybody else beyond that looked at those? Kind of the tool set mean.js, mean.io. Who has felt absolutely daunted by everything going on in this presentation with this technology?
You can pause for
it. So it's kind of daunting when you first look at what's going on with the Node community. Once you're ready to go, you might use Grunt as a build tool. That's the old one. There's the sexy one, Gulp, that everybody talks about. Broccoli, he's a weird kid on the block. Which these do I use? I don't know. There are 3 of them. I can only choose one build tool. What else is there? There's mean.js, that works. There's mean.io. There's this new thing from Walmart called Happy. Which of these do I use? I don't know. Well, I'll choose and I'll settle down with one of them. Now I've got to learn Karma, Selenium, and Protractor. Mocha? What is a Mocha? I like my Java. There's Bower. Oh, that's pretty at least. Cucumber. Who is this Yeoman guy? He looks kind of stoned, actually. I can configure all of those? What? I don't know. So I can go with Yeoman. I read some blog posts. Yeoman comes out kind of on top because he's mentioned the most in the blog posts. I hate scaffolds. Scaffolds do not work. They run out of date much too quickly. There's no upgrade path. Once the scaffolding, hey, the underlying concept got a little bit better over here. How do I upgrade it? I can't because it's already been generated. I can't configure those generators. I'm going to have to rewrite all my scaffolding code. I could go back to copying and pasting from all the different blog posts I find. That's going to get out of date even more quickly. It's going to diverge between my projects. Copying and pasting config files over and over is not fun. Whose do I choose from? Where do I go? That's a lot of time that I'm going to spend Googling and pray that they all work together. That's crazy. Rupert handles it. Rupert is a library who's going to handle all of these things for you. Rupert is going to do all of the infrastructure. Anything that isn't your business logic, Rupert and the various Rupert libraries take care of. They're going to be libraries that scale. Rupert is built from a lot of concepts that have been used in very large projects for codebase and fairly active projects in terms of demands on user support. It's got a lot of very sensible defaults if you're trying to use whatever the default configuration is. And it's very easy to override those defaults in a library context. It knows about Travis. It can handle deployments for you. It has a collection of build tools with Rupert Grunt. But you don't really care about the build tool. It's going to just handle it for you. You can set up some configuration with Bootstrap and Angular. These are just going to just work for your Angular application. They're going to just work to add Bootstrap. And anybody else who comes along can add more. I would really love it if somebody came along and added Rupert config Ember so that I can do my Ember applications as well. Rupert, at the very core, is an Express library. It handles all of the Express server configuration for you. It figures out all the TLS things. Is your server using a strong cipher list? I don't know. I figured it out once for Rupert, and he does. Monitoring is built in. It uses the regular node stack and all of the common node stack tools. So once you're ready to add a little bit more, detail and take a little bit more control, Rupert's more than happy to get out of the way. In the future, Rupert's going to add some authentication details so that you can handle all of your authentication as well. Just drop it in. Do you want to integrate with OAuth? Do you want to integrate with Facebook or with Google? Tell Rupert, he'll handle it for you. You just need to tell him how you want to store your user information. Rupert solves many problems for coming out with the first Node application, for your first mean stack application. Go ahead and Google for him. If you search for Rupert on Google, you're going to get Rupert Grint. Handsome gentleman, great actor. Go ahead and Google for NPM Rupert, and you'll get the right mean Rupert. Or github.com, David Souther, Rupert. And have fun building awesome things that work on the front edge.